So back in 2014, when I left sailing, I had just a basic HDFC card which I struggled and I accumulated, let's say, slowly, some 5 6 lakh points. Did some vacation. It was simple redemption. You book the hotel, you book the flight, you go. So every month, 5,000 Mark and Spencer, I will buy any random shit also. I
Yeah.
thought of doing some negotiations, so I made some noise at the showroom. I wrote an email to Mahindra also copying the showroom. Mahindra said, okay, showroom guys will get in touch. Accor was a very simple maths, being a Bania, the rupee value calculation running in the mind. So Accor was straightforward 1.8, 1.9. We
Yeah.
had 14 nights to Europe and it was 100% all Accor. So that was the
And
joke in
with
my
this,
office,
And
guys,
that was
saying
a
that, okay, you
trigger
bought a
also.
XUV and you got a free.
Holiday free.
Auto free. Voyager, I
yeah.
considered when I was doing the Europe planning, I considered Voyager, which gives you 15-20% discount on the hotels. But one restriction was that it could not be done with the Accor Plus. So from the base room, we got upgrade to the sea facing one. It was a good redemption again this year. I burned maybe about 150 200k Accor points this year also. I will say when you
Yeah.
are looking for some card, probably March is the time when the targets and the closings are
Correct.
coming, and then you get calls here and there. Redemption on SQ looks very good. So 43,000 the business
Yeah.
saver one way. When wife will tell you to go someplace and you tell to that other place, she knows the reason why.
इनफैक्ट एक जगह पे तो ये हुआ, आलू के पराठे मिल गए. माय वाइफ वाज लाइक सो हैप्पी ईटिंग आलू के पराठे. बोले यार गर्मा गर्म आलू के पराठे यूरोप में. लाइक
I've got one redemption coming up now in October post Diwali.
Hello everyone. If you have been looking to fast track yourselves to Accor Platinum status, this episode is for you all guys. Today we have a special guest who holds three membership from Accor: Accor Plus India, Accor China, and Accor Brazil. Introducing Avinash Omar, who is our friend and special guest for today's podcast. Avinash is a sailor by profession and who took deep plunge into the sea of credit cards few years ago. Today, he holds all top credit cards of India, and he is an Accord loyalist. So, welcoming Avinash Omar to Raw and Real Finance podcast.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Welcome, Avinash. Good to have you, Avinash, here. And let's start and understand from you what are some of the tricks and tips that you can actually give to our fellow audience so that they can also try to reach platinum status in chains like Accor and Marriott, and particularly Accor, which you have achieved.
Hi, Abhishek. So, first, I will start from where I started all this, let's say the status chain. So, back in 2014, when I left sailing, I had just a basic HDFC card which I struggled and I had some fight with the closing and all. It was not a good experience. And when I was sailing as a NRE, NRO, it was difficult to get a good credit card. I took a short office job in 2014 in Mumbai, and that is the time I jumped to my first good credit card, which was the DCB, and that was one amazing product which had 10x. And
Yeah,
in
I
those days,
I
the 10x
remember.
used to be
Unlimited, yes.
unlimited. So I mean, but I was new, so I did not know how much I could use. So I would use basic case of my spend. That time the rental had not started payment with the credit card, but usual whatever a lakh a month you are spending.
Amazon.
Then I will ask my family members if somebody has to book a ticket, if somebody has to buy a phone, I will give you 5 10% discount, things like that. So accumulated, let's say, slowly, some 5 6 lakh points. Did some vacation. It was simple redemption. You book the hotel, you book the flight, you go. So that went on. 2018, I had gone 3 months to US with family. So my ticket was from the office, and I redeemed my wife's ticket in the smart by burning the points. So that went on all smooth. 2023 beginning, there was a lot of noise about this Magnus, which has got many of
yeah,
us into the miles game actually. So somebody is saying that you get 25,000 points for 1 lakh rupee, which was like,
Online
so
spending.
I still said it is very difficult to achieve, but yeah, it can be when somebody can give 10x for that long. So this is something similar. And thankfully, my organization has got a banking partner as Access. So it was very smooth to get the Access Magnus. Got the Magnus, started doing the spend. So all the usual spend went there. By the time I was paying rent also, the rent also through that. and then the Mark and Spencer or whatever Axis could offer to whatever capping. So I will buy every month.
Axis
So for
started giving monthly
Yeah, so
salary.
every month 5,000 Mark and Spencer. I will buy any random shit also. Some days my wife
Yeah,
will say what bad
just
product this is,
5,000.
because 5,000 used to reach the target. I think it was 40x,
Uh-huh.
no? So it
45x,
will give you
yes.
10,000 points or whatever it was, the capping. So some days
Uh-huh.
some bad product will come. My wife will say, I'll say, no, use it for dusting, but don't return it. So that is how it went on. So, but it was not a long-lived thing. I think 2023 May June I got the card, and I think by December January somewhere this 25,000 thing was
yeah,
gone. But I continued. It changed to Magnus Burgundy, and Magnus Burgundy with this all perks of AEP above 150K. So
yeah,
2024 March. So 2024 early, I was planning to buy a car, and I wanted to get the car on my daughter's birthday, which is 5th of March. So I had done all the maths, and then I was targeting this Burgundy card with all 14% return or whatnot. Thankfully, I had about I think 11 12 lakhs limit, and I zeroed down XUV 700 car that time. One go it could have not been done. So first time I went and did a 20,000 token. I got the point, and then I was doing on the directed POS. So once it was checked that that POS is okay, then I was pretty much okay. And then I negotiated. I
So
tried to
that was a
negotiate
test
test
transaction.
run. Yeah. So you do the initial payment, and then you do the test and together. Then the
Yeah.
thing was how much they charge for the swipe of the card. So these
yeah,
guys were quite adamant that it is 2% plus GST, which is 2.36%, which was significant for a car. Let's say if I'm buying 24 lakhs car, though, then 50, 60K will be gone. But still, it would have been covered very well with the points which were
mhm,
going to come. I
yeah,
thought of doing some negotiations, so I made some noise at the showroom. I wrote an email to Mahindra also copying the showroom. Mahindra said, okay, showroom guys will get in touch. So the guy calls the next day, and by the time I have made up my mind that if he offers 1% plus GST, I will agree. So he calls, he
yeah,
says that, sir, I'm calling you with respect to the discussion we had about the card payment. And I just said, okay, I'm okay to pay 1% if you can get to that. He says, no, no, sir, you don't have to pay anything. When I said that, okay, I'm okay to pay 1% and GST, and he said, no, no, sir, you don't have to pay anything. That is something good.
Yeah.
So that fixing was done, and the showroom is just about let's say 5 kilometers from my place. So I made 2 3 trips to the showroom, did a 6 8 lakh swipe, paid maybe another 2 3 days, then again I paid something like that. So I paid everything in Feb 2024, all 24 lakhs whatever cost, and 5th March they thankfully delivered the car. The beauty was that AEP was there, and there was no capping for the transfer. So whatever went
yeah.
just went to Accor. Accor was a very simple maths, being a Bania, the rupee value calculation running in the mind. So Accor was straightforward 1.8, 1.9, and there was no capping.
How many points
So,
did you earn eventually on
I
that
think on the
yeah,
transaction?
car purchase, I got more than 4 lakhs probably.
And you still retain some of those points?
I retain very few of them. There is a
Okay.
story about that also. So
Uh-huh.
all this point happens and all the transfer happens to. By mistake, I mentioned this to my wife that by paying with this, I've got decent amount of points. And we were planning a Europe trip in April 2024. So the moment I mentioned that, so the calculation was reversed on me. Okay, now your hotels are free, so I can spend more in Europe. So that was a learning not to show off all this to wife for sure. You can just brag this in the CC community and not to the family. So that math went okay. All the 3 lakh rupee hotels are now free, so I can do whatever more I can do basically. We
yeah,
had 14 nights to Europe, and it was 100% all Accor, and that's how all the kick about the Accor. So this money value was already there. I had done 1 2 staycations in Sofitel. I had done some small trips here and there. So Accor was going on. Value was the best value. Before that,
yeah,
so again, I'll go back to 2022 when I visited Singapore. Singapore being a very expensive country, everything was expensive. And after a lot of search, I found one Novotel at Stevens Road, which was coming for 13 14K, and I had zero idea about what membership or what Accor. I booked a revenue and stayed back then. So like for staying all these expensive places, these are decent properties to spend your
Yeah.
basically nothing fancy you expect there. Now I see I would have never otherwise done the revenue there probably. It would have been a very good mile burning case. So then 14 nights
Yeah.
I had in Europe, and so it was 3 nights in Budapest, 3 nights in Vienna, and 8 nights in Italy. So the 3 nights
Yep.
in Budapest was a just basic room, no upgrade. Was okay, good B&B type of hotel it was. The Vienna part was probably one of the best stays we have till date. So it was a good day when the Hera, this 4 hours running,
Yeah.
2+1 with $100 with the point burning. So, and the upgrade was happening well before you check in. So you, when you book, you get the advance confirmation. So we booked, I think, from the base, and then we got upgraded to some suite. And my family was very happy with the room, with the view. This was so Vienna. And the good part of that hotel was the rooftop lounge, which was one of the main
Mhm.
attraction of the city. And then you get the free drinks from your membership also.
Yeah.
So I think we got 2 or 3 for the kid also. I think the app showed. So on the
Yeah.
rooftop, you go have drinks with the redeeming that drink voucher. That hotel had got the breakfast also was a la carte, not the buffet. So you go,
Mhm.
you get a small menu, you order, you sit, relax. So it was a nice experience. And then all was paid by the points. And then came to the Italy part where we did 8 nights. So it was the Rome, Florence, and Venice, and we got almost upgrade in all the places. So it was quite smooth, no complaints, no much expectation also. The Venice hotel was very expensive compared to the others. I think 50,000 for a night. But
Yeah.
staying within Venice was a good experience, especially in the evenings with the lesser crowd and the early mornings. It was nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So all that trip, all the accor and the welcome drinks at the each property, that all went well. So the kick had come, the points had come. So now the
Interesting.
next thing was, what do we do more with the Accor? So I was gold already then. Then the
Mhm.
chase was for platinum, and platinum needs you 60 nights. I had
Yeah.
done 14 nights there, few nights here and there, and then the 20 nights from Accor Plus India. So I think I was sitting at about 42 nights. Then there was
Okay.
some chatter about this Accor Plus China, and
Yeah.
I found it too difficult for myself to do this process because
Mhm.
you have to make a WeChat account, and then from India you cannot straightforward do a WeChat account. So you have to have a
Yeah.
Yeah.
VPN and the WeChat account, and then scan some codes, then translate some language with the Google Translator. So it was too much for me, non-techno guy. I connected with somebody from Discord community who helped me over the phone. I struggled maybe for a couple of hours and managed to get the China membership. So the
Mhm.
China membership I got for about 14,000 rupees that time. That gave me 20 status nights and one stay night in China region, which I was
Yeah.
not going to use. So I just, let's say, paid 14,000 for the 20 status nights. So I had
Yeah.
42, I got 20, so I became 62, the plat. And then the plat status continues till 2026 March. Additionally, with Accor, what is that if you have got the Accor Plus, then when your Accor Plus renewal is due, they will again review. So I got the Accor Platinum in 2024. By default, it has to be till December 2025. I have my Accor Plus membership renewal in March. So it started showing me the validity of platinum instead of let's say December 24. It started showing me December March 25. Okay, and at
Okay.
March 25 when the renewal of the Core Plus is there, then they will review 2025 and 2024. I had the 60 nights, so it
Yeah.
gets extended till 1 year more.
Yeah.
So I got the platinum till 2026 March. If I had, let's say,
Interesting.
got the Accor Plus renewal in November, December, it would have been nice 2 years. So the year I
Yeah.
got, the next year, and
Plus.
basis the Accor
Yeah.
Plus next year again. So mine is March, which is
Yeah.
not that great. If it was December, it would have been better.
Yeah.
So
So basically, the way I understand it's 1.5 years to 2 years you can take
yeah,
as a ballpark number.
roughly.
If someone is thinking of taking this
Yes,
plunge into Accor
yes.
China.
One
Yeah.
should be very clear that it is not that every year you renew the Accor Plus and you get extended. No. because the year
Yeah.
you renew, they will check that year and the year before. So in
Previous
one
year.
of
Okay.
these years, you have to have 60 nights, which will happen
Correct.
only in the
69.
first time and not all the times unless you have done the nights or
Yeah.
bought some nights.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that you paid 13, 14,000 has got you 1.5 year of a
Yes.
platinum
Yes.
status, if I
Yes.
understand the math
Yes.
clearly. And
So
all this you got on the back of buying a car. You bought a car of 24 lakhs. You got roughly 4 lakhs access
yeah,
points, which you would have converted to Accor in 5 to 4
right.
ratio. Around 3 lakh points you would have
Yeah,
transferred. And the value of that 3 lakhs is roughly 6
about
lakhs
6
in
lakhs. Yeah.
Accor terms. That's 25% return on your car
Yeah.
purchase. That's amazing.
So
And with that, you get created entire holiday in
yeah,
Italy and even Budapest and Vienna.
right. So that was a joke
And
in
with
my
this,
office, guys,
That was
saying
a
that okay, you
trigger
bought a
also.
XUV and you got a free,
Holiday free.
auto free.
so this is the power of credit cards, guys. If like someone who bought a car through his credit card using Access Magnus Burgundy, he got a free holiday, technically to put into perspective. And with the smart planning around Accor Plus as a chain, he got Accor Platinum status with Accor China. So if someone is looking to up the game on Accor Platinum, this is one of the ways Avinash has explained, and you can follow that too.
So continuing this discussion, till August there was no capping for the transfer. So whatever came by default went to Accor. So I had I think maybe 6 7 lakhs in Accor by then. All the dumping was in Accor and the plan was okay, I will redeem whatever comes. The good part with Accor is then you can, in the worst case, you can transfer to some air miles also if you need, or otherwise they are
Yeah,
Yeah,
itself good value. And then when you
yeah.
have points, then you can always fancy about okay, good properties or some holidays. So all that went. Then there was one more membership, which was the Accor Brazil. Now, why that caught my attention is now I have these many points. So sometimes I might be doing vacation, sometimes my family members or friends might be. So this Accor Brazil gives me the power of transferring my Accor points. And in November, I think Black Friday sale, it was coming at a good price. Net, I think I was paying about 84 or 85K. And doing the maths, okay, I will get the AEP on this and that. Let's say I paid net
Mhm.
85,000, and every month I get 5,000 reward points and 1,000 status points. So in a
okay.
year, you get 12,000 status points and 60,000 reward points. Plus, every four
Yeah,
months, you get 5,000 bonus reward points. So net net is 75,000 reward points and 12,000 status points. So why now
yeah,
this becomes important is because when you have 14,000 status points, you again get platinum. So I took that in November. December it gets all to zero reset. So
December,
again
yeah.
this year now I'm getting all these status and the reward points. So by October I will get 10,000 from this. And then I had some
okay.
stays here and there which have got about 3,500 status points. So one stay more, 500 status points more, automatically I will be maintaining the platinum for next year also because I will reach the 14,000 criteria. So this year I don't need to buy China so far, and that's why I have not gone
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah,
And also you got 75,000 reward points for 85,000. So let's say 1.1 rupee. Itself the point is 2 rupee,
close to, yeah.
close to 2
A
rupee.
discount, good
Yeah.
discount. Yeah.
Now it might not be that good because the Brazil currency has appreciated more than 10%, about 15%. When we bought it was
Okay.
13.80, one Brazil currency for 13.80 Indian rupee. Now it has gone to 15.8 something. So about 15% has gone up on the currency side, and the membership prices have gone up as well. So I think present date is coming for 120K. So I'm assuming let's say some Black Friday sale comes, maybe it is about 100K. 110K is still I think
Basically,
it makes sense to take it because you get 75,000 Accor points, which whatever value you take, you will recover your membership
yeah,
cost. And then that gives you the benefit of transferring these to your friends and family, getting the
yeah,
platinum easier, and then you can gift one gold status also to someone. Yeah.
interesting.
So that is how I
So,
got the Accor India, then Accor China, and the Accor Brazil.
one thing for all our viewers, how many status points required to reach platinum? You said you got 12,000
Yeah.
status points. So, if someone who is looking for a platinum point of view, how much status points?
14,000 status points for Accor for the platinum.
Interesting. This plan is really interesting. If someone is looking to buy points, this can be
If you have
explored
got a
because the cost
vacation
can.
planned few months ahead, it's good to take this membership and then
Yeah.
get these points cheaper.
Yeah.
And you can take all these on the same account,
Yes,
unlike some of the other memberships which are not allowed, like Ibis Plus,
yes.
Voyager, and
Voyager,
all
yeah,
those. Yes, so
yeah,
you can actually stack all these
right.
together.
Voyager, I
Yeah.
considered when I was doing the Europe planning, I considered Voyager, which gives you 15-20% discount on the hotels. But one restriction was that it could not be done with the Accor Plus.
Yeah.
And then I just gave up. And overall, the difference would have not been too much unless you are going to spend, let's say, 15, 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs plus on a hotel.
Yeah.
Then the difference would
Hmm.
not be that great. So then
Yeah.
I did not go ahead
But
with. So Voyager,
Very
let's
okay.
say
interesting.
if you have got expensive stay coming 10 lakh rupees
Hmm.
ka, you get the Voyager, you get let's say 1.5 lakh ka saving, and then you pay with the points. So that recovers your fee.
Okay. Those
But that
points.
only
Okay.
when you
Got
have
it.
got really that much expense coming. Free
Yeah.
drink at every hotel with Accor Plus is still good.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the
Core Plus
Southeast
is
Asia ka
fantastic.
Accor
Yeah.
ka all the dining and all whatnot. So we keep meeting and we keep redeeming all those and drinks. Yeah,
Yeah. That was like a fun
yeah.
part. So I think welcome drink is amazing stuff when you're traveling to Europe. I think you really get good value of Accor Plus. And we have also covered this in our Accor Plus videos, guys. You can check out those videos where we have covered the entire benefits of Accor Plus as a membership. So what we will do, we will put the link of those videos in the description. You can review those videos again.
Also, just to highlight those who are not following much on the Accor China, now it's a good time to buy. There is a good discount running, and I think the 20 nights is coming for some 12,000 rupees, and 30 nights is coming probably I think maybe 20-25,000, and you can club these two. So if one is planning a vacation, let's say to Hong Kong or somewhere in China, they can even consider taking 20-23 times also. I mean, without a stay, you can become a platinum. You have 20 from Accor India and 20 plus 20 from China you can take, or 20 plus 30 you can take, whatever way. So easily you can become a platinum and you can get these nights. There are some 50%
Yeah,
discount vouchers also. So anybody looking like that should consider that. And there are a couple of
yeah,
guys who have helped a lot of people around to get the Accor China. One guy is there with us, Sid is there. Then there are a few more folks because not everyone can crack the China code otherwise. Brazil is simple,
yeah.
straightforward. You just go put the discount code, apply, pay with the card. Just one thing that try to pay for the yearly, not the monthly, because these cards have issue on the monthly renewal.
I think there's one restriction also. You cannot transfer for some months, 4 months. Yeah,
First 4 months,
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So
All good.
initial 4 months is the cooling down, and then otherwise the
yeah,
transfer process is okay. You have to call a number, and
yeah,
then they will take your details and they will take the beneficiary details, and then they will transfer it. Shows up immediately.
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. So this year, after becoming plat, I did Vietnam and Bangkok trip. So did about 8 nights in Vietnam and 3 nights in Bangkok. So Vietnam was all using the
Wow.
platinum perks. Most of the properties got the upgrade. We had one more family. So the condition was
Mhm.
if you give me upgrade, give the other family also upgrades. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it did not work. But that was okay. So
Vietnam.
in Vietnam we did Da Nang and we did the Bana Hills. That's part of Da Nang only. So Da Nang we stayed at the Premier Village, which was an amazing property. Especially now, two
Yeah,
families and three young kids. So staying all together in one villa was very nice. So from the
Mhm.
base room we got upgrade to the sea facing one, which is a nice upgrade and all the perks were there. They had got some complimentary mini bar and the point burning was there. So that went smooth.
Mhm.
And then we went one night for the Bana stay. There we got upgraded to some family suite, which was nice.
yep.
Last year we bought the car. This year we celebrated in Bana. So we did some
Mhm.
cake cutting in Premier Village on 4th of March and then on 5th at Bana. And she loved the stay there. Bana was a very different and nice property. Thankfully, we got all the clear weather, all the sunny day. So on the
Yeah,
6th, because we checked in 5th and we decided to leave 6th evening. 6th, we came down in the evening and took a direct flight to Hanoi. There we stayed at Grand Mercure, and that property was amazing. Very new property with all the sensor and everything, with the all the washrooms, with the settings what you get to see in Japan, all the automated ones with the heated seats, and washing.
Mhm.
Also, that was all nice. And then they upgraded mine to a suite, and the other family they gave adjacent room. So the suite had got the day room, and the other room was adjacent to it. So it became a nice one for us.
Apartment
Yeah,
kind of setup.
apartment type. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that worked
Interesting.
well. And then we did to Bangkok. We stayed at So Bangkok. Again, it was Hira, and thankfully
Mhm.
they allowed
Yeah.
to pay with the points. It has been a challenge now, but I somehow managed to pay with the points. So there are two rooms, $100 each. We ate and we
Oh,
got the discount 50%. So the $100 was not used fully. Then I told
yeah.
both the ladies to go and get spa done, and then I
Uh-huh.
just exhausted it. So it was a good redemption again this year. I burned maybe about 150 to 100K Accor points this year also.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
now I've got below 100K.
Finally.
And thankfully that
So very
thing,
pretty.
the Brazil one keeps giving me 5,000 every month. So it's a
Yeah.
SIP coming. Yeah.
So that's fantastic, Avinash. I think the really great summarization of Accor, how you can use it across multiple location, multiple properties, how you have stacked up Accor plus India, Accor China, and Accor Brazil. If someone who is looking to fast track platinum status, they can follow the steps what Avinash has suggested, and also you can use those benefits the way Avinash has explained. Looking at some of the suites upgrade, what he has got in Vietnam and Bangkok, so and adding the perks what you can get during your journey and making your family really happy, and all this came on the back of a smart planning, guys. From starting his journey on purchasing a car to using both the cards Access, Magnus, Burgundy and Atlas in effective way, then stacking up the membership, he has accumulated tons of Accor points, and I think he will explore more on this for sure going forward in future and collect more Accor points.
Most of the time,
Yes,
the
go ahead.
Burgundy becomes the go-to card.
Default card.
When you are
Yes.
on
Yeah.
AEP, then it
Yeah.
makes sense only.
So Avinash, also tell us about the card portfolio that you.
From Axis portfolio, I have got the Burgundy and the Atlas, the two main ones. Then from HDFC, I have the Infinia and Base Black. And from ICICI, I have got the Emerald Private Metal. So the Biz Black and the Emerald have been the two latest additions. Other cards I have been holding for a while. So the two main cards I will say which I continue to keep with me forever is like the Infinia, which is the lifetime free metal card, which is not that common. I'm thankful to the restrictions what HDFC had got on them for not allowed to issue the new cards when they were generous to offer things. So, I mean, getting Infinia lifetime free is one thing, and then getting it lifetime free is without any commitment or banking relationship with
Yeah.
HDFC. So that was one funny story. 2021, I think. So I got call from one HDFC guy whom I had dealt somewhere in past. So he said, "Sir, open one saving account." I said, "No, I don't need it." So he says, "Okay, what card do you use?" I said, "I have the Diner."
Pioneers.
Diner Black. So he said, "Okay, I can try to get you upgraded to Infinia." I said, "I can get done because my expenses are that much." So I
Uh,
said, "If you can get me the lifetime free Infinia, then I will open the account." He says, "I cannot commit, but I will try." I said, "Okay, fine. How much do I put in the account?" He says, "Just open the saving account and maybe just put 10K FD." Okay, no brainer. I opened the account, did the 10K FD. He got my card. He got me Infinia easily. So I forgot about the lifetime free because then Infinia was the card I would spend and I would accumulate till
Yeah.
it was a 10x, 5x game going on back in 2021. After a year, I
Yeah.
thought what has happened to this fee thing. So I called the customer care and they said it is LTF. And that was a good surprise.
so
Yeah.
एक साल की एफडी में यानी लाइफ टाइम की फी पे हो गई.
हाँ, वो एफडी आज भी वो
Yeah.
हर साल वो रिन्यू होते रहती है, मैं उसको छूता भी नहीं हूँ. उसको मैंने मतलब HDFC के नाम पे वो रख दिया कि वो इसका
Yeah.
गिफ्ट
या
गिफ्ट टू
और
एचडीएफसी.
और आज की डेट पे आरएम बोलते हैं कि 1 करोड़ का
या
आईटीआर चाहिए एंड अविनाश गॉट इट फॉर
या
फ्री विदाउट एनी मच
So
मगजमारी.
luck or the timing also plays a role. I will say when you
Yeah.
are looking for some card, probably March is the time when the targets and
Hmm.
the closings are
करेक्ट.
coming, and then you get calls here and there. You can push bank people more that time probably.
Yeah.
So that was one, and then the Burgundy remains lifetime free basis my Burgundy relationship with the bank. So these two cards are there, and then now this new card is this Emerald is there. So Emerald and Infinia mainly for the voucher shopping. because they get you 5x, 6x, so 15 to 18% rewards.
Yeah.
And that takes care of my APay or Amazon shopping or whatever vouchers we normally use. So those two cards have been mostly for this voucher shopping. BizBlack is
Mhm.
there, which then helps me for the tax payments or stuff like that. So this is the portfolio I'm looking to maintain, and hopefully, I think I'll be able to spend 8-10 lakhs in both the paid cards, the BizBlack and the EPM, so that they remain free. Others are all
Yeah.
kind of free. Atlas being a good card, but having the Burgundy at times, I think should I keep it or close it? But then it gives you a separate transfer basket, so I just keep it. Yeah.
एक्सेस के साथ तो लव हेट रिलेशनशिप है. You can love them or
So
hate them, but
I think the same challenge is for any online portal. Till the time things are good, we enjoy the discounts. Things go bad, and then all the customer care and the responses are pretty bad. Be it Axis or be it ICS, I think. Then you keep explaining them the same thing, and then you will get
yeah,
the response like a bot. And then maybe till the time you escalate it, then somebody really intervenes and solves
Yeah.
it. So whenever something happens, you have to have buffer time of a month or two easily.
No, but you would have also experienced the same in HDFC since you have been holding this DCB. I remember those days when points would come in bulk, there was no calculation because I also held a DCB at that point of time. And मैंने तो छोड़ दिया था कैलकुलेशन करना कि यार
Right.
क्या एक्सेल बनाएंगे क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे जो आते जा रहा है चुपचाप लेते जाओ और बैठे रहो.
I did a lot of
So there
calculation
it
for
was.
Axis, and it was quite
अच्छा.
matching. HDFC, I had recent experience. So what happened is I used my this BizBlack to do the 5x purchase on Smart Buy. So what I did is that I did a transaction for I think 95, 98k, which would have already hit the 10k bonus points, and then
Mm.
I had to cancel that transaction, and then I did the second transaction. So now first transaction happened, 10,000 bonus points given. So my quota is done for the month. Then I cancel that. Those 10,000 are reversed. The third transaction which I did, which then remains there, I never got the points for that because
yeah,
basis their system, the criteria, your quota is gone. So I
Yeah.
sent the email to HDFC and they kept repeating the story that you have got these points, that
IT.
point. No, no, you have already got the points. I said, which transaction you are talking about first of all? So 5, 6 emails. Then finally I got a call from somebody. And I told at least you read the email what I have sent with the screenshots. And then they realized and then they credited the points. So it takes I think time for them to understand any customer relationship bank probably.
Mhm.
yeah. Interesting. You have so many amazing cards in your credit card portfolio. Are you holding any lifetime free credit cards which are like entry level?
I've just taken Scapia with all the buzz being around. Then I have got one Kotak card, which was Kotak White, I think, which I have not used for a while, but it was again free with the account. And Amazon Pay, the ICICI Amazon Pay. That was the only relationship I had with ICICI. Now I've got the EPM, I have got the Amazon Pay. So the ICICI
Interesting.
portfolio has increased. Also, the Tata Neo card is there, which is the go-to UPI card, but maybe that will switch to now the Scapia. With what
Scapia
I've heard
UPI.
is that they give 5% UPI rewards above 500
Mhm.
payments. So some places they don't allow you to pay with the credit card, so you go and pay with the UPI cards. So probably I'm
Okay.
looking to pay with the Scapia, and especially for my wife,
Yeah.
because what she does is she does
Uh-huh.
shopping and she does not want to use my card because then I will see that what is she shopping. So then the UPI payments will go on. So I'm going to attach
Yeah.
the Scapia with her UPI payment mode because all her transactions are 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 type. And I will keep saying that use the card, it will not happen. So the Scapia I think is going to play some role there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because these are all popular cards now.
Because I keep
Scapia
explaining
or
her all
Tata
these
Neu.
other cards, she will not understand. But the UPI will be easy for her to take. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
it
straightforward.
hurts
Just
when you
scan
are
and
on
pay.
AEP and your wife is shopping on the UPI.
UPI. Mhm. So you have not yet fully trained her.
You cannot. You can never.
No,
We
but
get
Yeah.
at least
trained. We are the trainees, not the trainers.
no, in terms of in terms of credit
You
cards
can't
at
do that.
least.
I I mean I can just tell discounts and offers. So whenever I will say okay let's go dine out there somewhere. So she will think of if there is a discount. That's why I'm taking her. So I stopped doing that. I said, you tell me the place and then we can decide.
I will search the discount.
Yeah, Avinash, you just touched upon dining thing. I believe you're using Easy Diner
Yeah,
as well.
I do.
So
I do. So that has been a good card with the
yeah,
25%, no strings attached, no restrictions on minimum billing. But now I think the things have changed. Now they are saying the maximum discount is 2000 per month. But still, I think the good part remains is that the total discount is 2000. It is not only the two swipes. You can probably still
yeah,
do multiple swipes and the smaller discount, and the aggregate discount
Mhm.
is 2000. Still not bad for
yeah.
a 2000 fee card if that
Yeah.
can save you 20-25K in a year.
Diner membership is like given free, almost free with all the
Yeah.
premium cards. So you don't have to pay anything for the membership, and you use your main cards, and you can get discount
So
upfront
that's
on
the only
each bit.
problem is that you have to have 3000 ka minimum spend. At
Yeah,
times
Billing,
you have
yeah,
got
billing,
1800
yes.
or 2000, and then your wife will notice, okay, what are you calculating? No, nothing.
ये चीज ना
So, abhi last a few days back only, so I had my this Axis birthday voucher to redeem. So now that is 3000. So you have to have a bill
yeah.
of 6000. The place I went to dine has got 25% upfront discount and then the 3000 discount. So I'm just seeing, okay, the total food bill with the discount is going to be only 5000. So I'm still missing. So I'm saying, okay, let's order beer or something. So again, she's asking, what are you trying to calculate? I said, nothing. As a CC geek, you want to basically get maximum juice out of it. So you want your bill to be as
Right.
close to 6000 and then you pay 3000. And the
ये
convenience fee, 195 rupees.
yeah. और
Yes,
ये
yes.
कैलकुलेशन है ना रन करता है जब अकॉर के पॉइंट्स भी रिडीम करते हो बिकॉज दैट इज अगेन इन 1000 के बैचेस में
Yeah,
एंड यू हैव टू इंश्योर दैट यू आर इन एंड अराउंड दोस
right,
वैल्यूज
right. Everywhere you do this math. In the restaurant, you say, okay, add 100 rupee tip or do a takeaway packing.
No, no, I did this. So when I was traveling to Bangalore, मेरा I remember 200 rupees was short at the time of checkout. तो उसने बोला नहीं अगर आप you will have to pay 800 rupees or something like this. तो मैंने कहा रुको 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 मैंने कहा रेस्टोरेंट खुला है बोला हाँ खुला है. So I went there, I got 2 Coke cans. I said इसको भी डाल दो.
Now I remember I did same in Danang. So Danang I was checking. So there was some amount left and some amount to be paid in cash. I said, get me the water bottles. So maybe 50 वाला 70 का मिल रहा होगा, but I got whatever 10 water and water bottles were needed anyways. I said just dump me all
Right.
the
या
water bottles, add to the point and burn the point. So they were a
Yeah.
little surprised, but they did it. Yeah, water
या
bottle.
वो
दे डिड
सोच रहा
नॉट
होगा
कम
ये क्या
अक्रॉस
कर रहा
इंडियन
है.
Yeah,
जुगाड़ूस
water
Right,
bottle
right.
was an easy choice for me.
Yeah.
So that
Good.
keeps
So,
happening.
Avinash, you told us a lot about hotel programs, but what about airlines? Do you also transfer to airline partners and your different credit card points, or do you like to buy using Smart Buy or some other platform in cash? What is your strategy and which is your favorite airline program which you normally look at?
So as I said, I just jumped into this as late in 2023. Airline part has not been that much for me. Two reasons. One is that airline you really need to be struggling a lot to find your availability and the date and stuff. Whereas in the hotel it is straightforward. You book the hotel, you are not running out of the options. It is easy
या
redemption and you get the value. With the airlines, I find things a bit difficult, and especially,
या
I mean, for economy, it does not make sense much. The
Yeah.
business
या
redemption, yes. So for that, I have accumulated some points in SQ. So this time, when I'm
Mhm.
going to now go to Thailand again this month end, the plan was initially to go to Bali. Redemption on SQ looks very good. So 43,000, the business
या
saver one way. I have been thinking about this Bali trip on the SQ. This time we did not do, but sometime soon I will do. That has been one of my favorite airline programs. Also, it is quite straightforward, smooth. You can go on the app and you can find the availability.
Yeah.
Simple. The other ones have been the Vistara and the Turkish. Vistara was again, it has been direct on their own metals. Last year
Mhm.
या
when we did the Europe trip, all the tickets were booked through Turkish. I paid, I think, about 36,000 miles and some 15K tax. It was all economy. So it was all Turkish
या
Mhm.
both the ways. Turkish
या
has been the option, Vistara, then now Air India. Still to jump a lot into the Avios and other partners.
Turkish was really good. When I also traveled to Europe, the rates were really good, like for promo or the award
Promo
seats.
also.
but they have done the
Devaluation.
devaluation. So and
30,000 for the business was
yeah,
like a great redemption for sure for Turkish.
yeah, and even taxes were not that
Yeah.
high. Like
Yeah,
even
taxes
on
are very
that
reasonable.
was
For the
what good
partner
part of the
airlines, I
Turkish
think
airline.
taxes were much more reasonable. The problem
Yeah,
becomes now because you have to do everything into three, and then your availability goes down. Normally, the availability
yeah,
is one or max two. One
two,
more program I really like is the Avianca Life Miles. Last year, I got a bonus offer of 200%, and I
Percent.
picked up some decent amount, which then I took the Life Mile Plus, and then I could redeem the business tickets for 40,000 plus, let's say 5 6,000 tax, 40,000 points plus tax. So that Life Mile
yeah.
I bought, let's say, about for 1 rupee and 5,000 tax. So 45,000 rupees you get one way Europe. And especially the good part is on the Swiss Airlines from Zurich to India you get multiple tickets. So as good as you can get 5 6 tickets also. So that
Oh
is one
wow,
good redemption.
interesting.
And you would also get Atlas points when you book when you buy.
Life Miles earlier was doing direct. Now I think it has gone through
Okay, it
points.me,
just
so
shifted
you will not get it. Yeah.
points.com.
So you do the
Okay,
AEP.
So then AEP
You
will
do the
come into
AEP.
picture.
Simple.
AEP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is even better
Yeah.
sometimes.
Almost all the time.
Yeah.
So, Avinash, you keep traveling to many countries, as you mentioned, whether Europe or Southeast Asia. The one big challenge what Indian face is the eating. What they can eat. Basically, most of guys are vegetarians. So, how did you face this challenge? How did you overcome this problem?
So I think for Europe it was never much a challenge, but for Southeast Asia it is. And then some time back I came across this app Happy Cow, which has been a
Yeah.
lifesaver actually because I consume non-vegetarian, not all the seafood, but the basic, the chicken and mutton stuff. But Southeast Asia is even difficult at times for the non-vegetarian, also the basic ones. And my wife and the daughter being the vegetarian, so it becomes challenging. So this recent trip to Vietnam, we tried the Happy Cow multiple places. We even ate at a place roadside with the small stools, full roadside, very low cost meal, amazing food. So whatever recommendations we tried with the Happy Cow, I think all were awesome. So they will have the option of mock meat and stuff. So it is all vegan basically.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you are not landing into trouble of eating the fish because
Right.
I mean even the vegetarian they say still might have a fish
They will
oil. So this
fish
vegan
oil.
option
Yeah,
is very
yeah.
good. The only thing in all this dining in Vietnam not related to the timings. So all the Southeast Asia have faced in last 2 3 years that they start shutting very early. So 8:30,
Okay.
9 o'clock you run out of the options. So try to have your dinner planned early.
Dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Early. Yeah. That's
Also
true.
for Europe then we use this app, the Folk. So that gives you some
Mhm.
amazing discounts.
Yeah.
And when wife will tell you to go someplace and you tell to that other place, she knows the reason why.
In fact, I have used extensively folk in Europe,
Yeah.
and I actually liked exploring some of those Indian restaurants. And I was so happy to go there and eat Indian food. So,
I also had this kind of experience. So I ate this dal makhani and naan in New Zealand. So my daughter was questioning कि अरे अभी बहुत हो गया है यहाँ का खाना एक दिन तो इंडियन खाना है. So they said that naan हम लोग खुद बनाते हैं, but वो पता लग रहा था कि वो frozen naan जो होता है ना, they just got
ah,
it and heated it in the oven. And this was Novotel in Queenstown. So yeah, I can understand.
So for me, I think the
yeah.
eating while traveling is very different. We have never gone to an Indian restaurant till the time we did this Vietnam and Bangkok trip because the other
Mhm.
family with us, the kids started craving for the dosa. So then we had to find some Indian place in Hanoi, and we found a great place, Namaste India. It was nice, so we ended up there. Otherwise, my wife and daughters, we try to explore more of a local cuisine. The safe bet is always Italian. The
Yeah.
blessing is Italian because
Italian
everything on
food,
the Italian
yes.
is on top. The meat and all is mostly on
Yeah,
top, so you get the decent
right.
options. Then all the
Yeah.
hummus and pita and this and that. So we have tried to explore the other cuisine than Indian when we travel out. So Europe
Mhm.
or so Italy, my daughter just loves because of the all the pizza pasta she had all the days.
Yeah.
OCAP was very helpful, especially when we don't have anything fixed for the day and you are
Mhm.
just
Yep.
trying to find anything random. You check in the app what is the nearest and what is at discount. Just go and eat. You have
Yep.
to choose
Yeah.
anyway, just random ones. So it is quite helpful actually. And
Discounts are also quite
yeah,
Very
generous.
good.
20,
25,
30%
30,
discount.
30. Yeah, even I think as good as 40 to 50% also it goes. Yeah,
Yeah. In some restaurants,
yeah,
definitely it goes very
yeah.
high.
So whatever cuisine
In
you
fact,
go, you
I'll
can find a decent one and you can find it at a discount.
Yeah. In fact, in Italy, like we never craved Indian food. We got like almost at every place Indian restaurant. So we were like happy. One meal we used to have Italian cuisine and one meal was like
Mm.
Indian cuisine for us. So it was quite a good experience using this app.
Yeah, 100%. It's a must for the travel for Europe, I think. Otherwise, wherever you're traveling, you just see around, you find. So maybe just find some recommendation of the nearby places and save some money also.
Yeah. अरे एक जगह पे तो ये हुआ आलू के पराठे मिल गए माय वाइफ वाज लाइक सो हैप्पी ईटिंग आलू के पराठे बोले यार गर्मा गर्म आलू के पराठे यूरोप में लाइक थैंक्स टू दिस फॉर कैप
Yeah,
या
Good
सो
experience, I think, buying that Mahindra XUV and getting bulk points in one shot. I think that has triggered an interest for you to do these big redemptions and too many travel, including with family. I think this is an interesting point because you really never know when do you actually
yeah,
start the journey. So I also entered, I think, in 2012, but I remember that when DCB happened and I was about to get married, and so all my marriage expenses they were via the card, and there was no capping, right? So you can just do 10x. So everything was from Amazon,
yeah. You want
and
gold, buy gold, 10x.
yeah, those were the golden days,
Yeah. So
really golden
for
days.
me,
So
actually, it is not the XUV which triggered. It got triggered from the time the Magnus came in and it started giving 25,000. Now, when you get
yeah
25,000 bonus and then you get the usual, so every month you're getting 40,000, let's say, what do? Transfer
yeah,
to Accor. Because that is the best
yeah
value.
yeah
So that's how it
that's the best
started in
value
2023 itself. And with all the AEP and all coming up in the game, then the decision either to buy car all by paying upfront or taking some loan.
yeah
And I had got some cash due to some property sale that time, so I thought I will just do all cash with my
yeah,
credit card and just do the maths better.
yeah.
yeah,
In fact, that offer was really crazy of Access Magnus. 25,000 on spending 1
Yeah,
lakh as a
yeah,
bonus, and you get 6,000 H rewards
yeah,
also on spending 1
right.
lakh. So
correct.
And then
total was like
and
31,000
then
H,
you do
H reward points.
the Mark and Spencer
5
things
to
and
4.
things like that also.
That is all
Yeah,
different. I'm just talking only the
yeah.
base 31,000
So something
points.
every month when you're getting 35, 40,000, so you start dumping somewhere. And Accor was
Yeah,
from day one when I did the math. Accor was my day one dumping in. Hotel redemptions are easy
yeah,
also, no? My daughter is pampered so much,
Um,
so she's happy. Now this lovely property, the Fairmont has opened, so we did one staycation with the Platinum. Now booking the base room, I got upgraded to a junior suite with
uh-huh.
the Gold Lounge access. So Gold Lounge, you get the high tea, you get the evening drinks, and then I mean your day is sorted. You have got
yeah,
a lot to
Kids
do.
get very
Yeah,
spoiled
yeah.
with all this.
For
yeah,
now, I think it was coming for 13,000 revenue, which is 6, 7
Uh,
Accor points. You get your full day sorted, and you can dine there again
yeah,
50%. So this Accor Plus helps there. So far the kid is only 6 years age, so she's not counted. So two adults and you get 50%. So even their fine dine is working very well for us. They've got
yeah.
a nice fine dine and all day restaurant.
yeah,
We had a big credit card meet also, 1st of June I think, and we managed to redeem our vouchers also, the dining vouchers that works in the Fairmont.
yeah.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
amazing
that
meet.
was amazing meet, and I've got one redemption
Yeah,
coming up now in October, post Diwali, the peak time for Rajasthan. So I booked the Fairmont. I have got one membership, and my wife has got one membership. So we have booked 2 nights accordingly. So 5,000 revenue plus the stay night. So that is a good value. Now the only challenge is the flight ticket is 10,000 per person. That I did not do the maths before because it is post Diwali, the peak
Envisage,
time.
yes.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
I think
true.
the
That's true.
reverse happened with me
yeah,
for Iceland. I booked the flight tickets first. The moment I saw availability, I booked them. I did not foresee that the hotels are not there and you have to book mostly on, let's say, Smart Buy or direct revenue tickets.
right. Again, this
So
hotel for
it's,
New Zealand. Otherwise, this Accor Plus is a game changer. The stay
yeah,
nights.
yeah.
Yeah,
So somebody I know has got multiple membership within the family. So he has
Mhm.
managed to book 4, 5 nights using those
Used for 6 nights.
6 nights,
So
right?
two reserve double night memberships and two memberships that I had bought. I had used it for 6 nights, multiple hotels. I was staying there for 14 nights.
So those nights are
But
25 otherwise revenue for Japan,
easily,
Australia, or New Zealand.
easily.
So that's a great value
I
for
think
Accor Plus.
that is the emphasis here. So in certain countries like Australia, New Zealand, Japan, even Taiwan and some parts of Hong Kong, Singapore, I think even Cambodia, the hotels are very expensive.
Sofitel.
So you can get very good value there
Yeah.
from these membership.
Yeah, I redeemed one stay plus night for the Premier Village Danang, which gave me I think
Mhm.
'Danang,
20,000
yeah.
value, which is okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, it's a beautiful
Good
Beautiful
value,
property
good
property.
actually.
value. But it was fantastic having you, Avinash, here on this detailed session about how you have achieved Accor Platinum and stacking of multiple programs, which is very much hidden knowledge which people don't really understand very well. But explanation is really helping both us as well as the audience understand how they can
Yeah.
leverage and where exactly they can deploy and what is the use case. Getting Accor Plus India is one thing, but then using the signature program from Brazil, getting those 5,000 points every month at a good discount, then getting the China membership as well to basically get the platinum upgrade and then use that for getting all the benefits like upgrades, sweet nights. I think that is an amazing journey that you
Yeah,
have.
I think one thing what I really liked about the planning what he has done, like when he got the car, he was very clear. I have to use credit card and rack up those points. So guys, as someone is planning to buy a car, they can think of this strategy what Avinash has deployed, and you can score a free vacation also. So don't forget about this strategy. I think that's a beautiful strategy what Avinash implemented, and that's where his interest started in Accor altogether. And now he has been like holding multiple countries membership. So thanks, Avinash, for sharing all the insights on multiple membership. Some of the hacks what you have shared on dining as well, that people can take and explore that all themselves.
I can add here, if one is looking for a big spend, he does not need to necessarily go for a Burgundy Magnus. He can take a normal Magnus, spend the amount, take the points, and then later he can be eligible for Burgundy Magnus and do the transfer. Because the
Yeah.
basket is there where the points are accumulated.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a status. You have to achieve Burgundy
Yeah.
status, then things changes
So
for
I'm
him.
saying you don't need to be Burgundy from day one. You can do big ticket spend on the normal Magnus also, and gradually you can
Yeah.
change to Burgundy.
So the earning
Yeah.
rate is the same, the burning
Yes.
rates are different.
So people get confused
Yeah.
that they have to have the Burgundy Magnus to do the big ticket shopping. No, you
Hmm.
can take a normal Magnus which is not too difficult to get. You can do your spends,
Yeah.
you accumulate some points, and then you can be eligible by meeting the criteria, and then you can still do the transfer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Thank you,
I
guys.
think
It was a great chit chat.
Avinash, thanks again for joining this session. Guys, you can follow Avinash on Twitter. I'll put his Twitter link in the description. He keeps posting on his Twitter about some of the travel things what he does and some other insights on the credit card world as well. Guys, also subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and do follow us on Twitter also. We have been quite active on Twitter now and sharing a lot of hacks, insights, and tricks on our channel. So until next time, guys, keep swiping, keep saving.